You're listening to the C1D Paintball Podcast. Remember to subscribe to us on YouTube, Spotify, and our Discord. Andrew, welcoming you to C1D Paintball Podcast. I am joined by Connor.
Hey guys.
And I am joined once again by Mike in more ways than one.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
We're recording this on a Monday night. It was Labor Day, so we gave ourselves Sunday night off. We played on Saturday. There was rain. Before we played and after we played, kind of a theme this year. We had a bunch of rain early in the year. We called it the Moist series. It had rained before and was moist and sticky and foggy. Second one, it was raining. We called it Moister. That was like coming down. It was actually one of the funnest days of paintball I can recall ever having. But it was also warm. So Saturday it rains. It was not the warm kind of rain, was it either? And
No.
But it rained before and after we played. I was at the field texting everybody saying, yeah, it's really great out here. And it was just still coming down, but I got them there. It stopped. We played. It ended as Mike and Miranda, the last people hanging on from the group, left or were leaving. So we had C1D guys out there. And the other team compiled of Fred, who brought 3 other friends of his. Fred's played with us a few times. He was brought in by, was it Green Rental that brought him in, Connor, to the group? Kind of exposed us to him?
Yep.
And, they ended up, they're 5, we had 6. We'll figure, they're mostly new guys. In my head, it's like it'll be a 6v5 and we'll mix them up. We line up to play and they say, Fred and his group say, can we play together? And it's like, all right, sure. And the referee, Uriel's going to join them too, so it makes it 6-on-6. Why not? We just play there for fun. So in my head, it's like, okay, that's cool. We'll play down a little bit. These guys are young in that, but, we play here all the time, right? It's our field, right? So, Mike, first of all, I want you to fill in the cracks. Besides me and you there, who else was there for C1D on the 6-pack that was a C1D?
So we had me, you, we had Rob, we had Miranda, of course. We had Mikey and Adam, I believe was the squad. It's a really good group of guys that we got there, and gal, you know what I mean? Some good shooters, some good movers. And when they were like, we want to play against you guys, and some of them were wearing rental gear, and they were young, and I'm like, all right, we'll do that for a game or two and see how it goes for you guys. And I walked out, and I forgot who I said it to. I think it was Rob. I'm like, man, these teams don't really seem that fair. I think that we're kind of, so I was just like, I'm just going to, have a nice, chill, relaxed first game. And I walked out and just got absolutely, housed by these kids. Like, I didn't even stand a chance. Like, the firefights, they were too quick. I just got housed. Hey, Adam. Hey, Owen. How's it going, guys? But yeah, it was the first game. So I was like, man, the second game, we got to take it up a notch. It's not all about winning and beating the crap out of people. But I got beat pretty bad. And, I was up here and I got taken down here. So I needed to get back somewhere.
Jeff is joining us, by the way. But the first game, we're going to get Jeff in here. Hey, Jeff, are you going to listen or are you going to talk? It sounds like you're on the road.
Yeah, I am on the road. I was letting you know that I'll be back in about 15, 20 minutes.
All right. Well, in 15, 20 minutes, we'll hear from you. Don't we? We either sound really...
Ask him a trivia question.
Oh, yes. Are you calling for the Zeppelin tickets? He's calling in for the Led Zeppelin tickets. We just gave them away. The answer was Houses of the Holy.
Again. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Oh, shit, he's practiced this.
Talk to you later.
Later, man.
See you soon.
But the first game, we actually won. We spawned at 1, they spawned at 3. Straight team deathmatch. No, you got knocked out. Me, you, and Mikey from spawn point 1, especially... Owen's here listening. Jeff apparently is back, but it hasn't been 15 minutes. Put up your hand if you want to be in, Jeff. Otherwise, I think he's just listening. Maybe so like those of you who play at the field, in particular Connor, because he wasn't there, can picture in his head. So we're at spawn point 1, and it's like Adam, Rob, and Miranda are going to take the south side. I already know where Miranda's going to go. Miranda's going to park at missiles, and anybody who tries to get to 4 is going to be dead. So I'm happy with that. Mm-hmm. And I look, and I got Rob, and I've got Mike, and I've got Mikey. You know, Mikey, arguably the best player on the team, and I'm not starting an argument. And that, but a really great player. He's got a pump, but I don't care because it's Mikey. We're gonna go left. Game starts. Mike kind of alluded to it. I see 4 go left, and it's like no problem. Our field, man. I mean, I play to have fun, but it's like, okay, well, these kids they're gonna use their legs. Well, I try to get up to the first house behind Miranda's house there, where she hangs around there, and there's already a guy in there, and then there's already a guy in number 2. So it's like, those guys got there quick, but I ended up moving south. Unfortunately, Mike had been eliminated, but I went south with Mikey, locking things down. And the rest of us, so Adam, Miranda, led by Rob, went around all the way counterclockwise. We took point number 4, which I shot at Mike, but it was me shooting, so of course I missed. Around the green monster, Rob just ran, flushed him out of there. I wrapped around. Mikey was holding that angle from spawn still. Rob goes in and routes him out of spawn point 2. You think of a circle if you haven't played at it before. You got the 1 at 9. Midnight is 2, 3 o'clock is 3, and 6 is 4. That I just confused everybody even more by that, but maybe the 2 of you that worked out. And I thought, they fired some shots at us. Rob had a monster game. Rob comes there. I'm going to blame this squarely on Rob. What does Rob do when he comes back? And Rob, I love playing with Rob. I think Rob plays for the right reasons. He doesn't take himself too seriously, but it felt good for him. And Rob was feeling good about himself and how we did in that first game when in the safe zone when we were talking, wasn't he, Mike?
Yeah, absolutely. He was stoked.
Yeah.
So I was ready for the second game too, to put it up a notch, and it didn't go so well for me either. So I'll start that one off real quick. We switched spawns, same game type, team deathmatch, 1 life. I look at Rob. I said, "We're gonna hammer him a little bit. We're gonna get right in there. So you go. We're on the opposite spawn. Sorry, I'm terrible with numbers and directions and stuff. Opposite spawn, which is what, 3?
3 is the opposite.
Yep. So me and Rob, we're gonna run left directly past the green monster into the next like spawn building or whatever. We were gonna take over that building. Completely take over the field. We had the plan. We were talking about it. Nothing was going to stop us. And I'd like to think that we got there pretty fast, but unfortunately, when we were about 3/4 of the way to the building, I think it was Fred and one of his buddies were already there, which was absolutely mad because I don't know. I just assumed we'd get there first. But anyway, they did the perfect thing. One came in real quick and took care of the back of the building, and then the other one kind of stayed back where he could cover him, but then also look through the building and cover the front of it. So no matter what me and Rob did, immediately we got taken out. It's like they have been playing at the field for as long as we have. Mm-hmm. It was absolutely embarrassing how quick they shut us down. And I pouted with my head down. Obviously I was joking, but head down, walked to the spawn. God damn, I can't believe 2 games in a row shut down like that. So didn't go too well for me that game either. And we changed it to kill confirmed, where dead men can talk. First game was straight team deathmatch. And I changed to that thinking, we kind of ran over those guys in the first game. Hindsight is it was probably a lot closer than I thought. It was just Rob that brought us over in the first. But I had that. I said, we'll do that. Right. It'll make it better for them. But they tagged you and Rob right away. Yeah, they tagged us out immediately. Yeah, I forgot about that part. So me and Adam and I
go to the Green Monster because we hear this commotion because I was staying in the spawn trying to call out. So Miranda's gone up north with Mikey, 2 good players up there. So we hear all this stuff in the south, and my first thought is, okay, well, Mike and Rob need help. I didn't think they were gone. So on one side on the left side of this big green box, that's why I call it the Green Monster, Adam peers around, and they're shooting at him. Like, he puts his nose around the corner, and you know when you see a player do that, and you just see paint hit the edge, flying everywhere? And it's like, okay, no problem. They're shooting at you. I'm going to go around the other side on the right, and I'm going to hit him. Except the same thing happened to me. And, yeah, we were pinned there. And then a couple came from the flank, and the game was over within 3 or 4 minutes. And it's like, oh, you know, bad luck. Hey, these guys aren't going to roll over and die today. You know, at least they got one win against us. And we are going to go to market, which has changed a bit. Now, Connor, I don't know if you're going to see the videos eventually. I don't know if you want to take too much out of it, but I'm trying to sell you the idea of this. It's like, oh yeah, okay, they beat us. At least they got that one. We're not there going to whoop them, but it would suck if we played like 6 games and we won them all. So it's like, oh, they won 1 game. So we go to market. Do you want to? Now, I've been looking at the footage I took, Mike. But do you want to describe, or would you rather I describe the new element they add with those concrete barriers at the market field?
I can just briefly touch on it, but I mean, you got a better, explanation of the field itself. But basically, diagonally, I noticed on I don't know if it's on both sides. So yeah, you're just gonna have to completely demolish everything I say and fix it.
That's
but
okay.
On the staging side, all diagonal wise, there's these long concrete barriers that run across the right side of the field, I guess. I'm not sure if they put them on the other side. Yeah, just like those ones that you see.
Yeah, I put a picture for those watching you on YouTube. There's a picture of it. Now that's on base, but you see that concrete block? These are now kind of on the edge of a lot of the map.
So they're really nice. You really have to hunker down to get underneath them. But once you get past the 50, I think that you're really susceptible because the angle that they're at were really hard, like really hard angle. They're not straight on. So once you get past the 50, you're really susceptible to I guess if you're looking at it, the back left side of the field. That's the only problem I saw with them. Yeah. But it was a cool new thing. But again, I'm not sure where else they added them.
I think it kind of adds an element of the area between the field and the safe zone, which there's a road. You don't really see trucks go up and down there too often because they occasionally put barriers there. But it's now open. But with these barriers, it kind of locks it off. So it adds an interesting element. And we use the new spawn points. One of them being on the, what do I call it? The Enclave, and the other one just in the southwest corner. And the first game was, look, we lost the third game. And I don't know how you got out, Mike. I got out, I think, and we're playing with, no, we're only playing with 1 life in that one. And we ran in semi-aggressive, and we just got picked off one by one. And it felt like, when I got knocked out, it's like whatever. But when I went out, I'm not sure how you felt. And by the way, Mike wore a red sweatshirt, so he kind of stood out. That's how confident we were. But I'm on the sideline thinking, oh, they got me again. And then I watch them, and they're beating us, and they win. And again, that's not why I play, but it's like, oh, man, those guys did all right. They did all right. But then it's like I'm talking to Rob, and he's like, those guys kind of just kicked our ass the last 2 games. And we're laughing and saying, I'm sitting there, and I came to the realization, it's like, yeah, they did, but now we're switching sides. They have to run from the White House and all this, and we're having fun. But it's like, hey guys, we don't have to play down. Let's go and get these guys. Do you even remember what happened to you in the third game there, or did?
And I do in the first one we played.
Yeah, and we're responding by the
Yeah.
over there, the
So-
enclave.
Yeah, we ran up on the right side. Me and you were up pretty hefty. We were up like towards the 50.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And,
That's right. With Adam on the right side.
So they have a pretty, particular play style. I noticed they kind of dig in. They're very small targets, and they like to. There's two people stuck together, and then two people over here, and they have really good communication. But they dig in, and they don't really do a lot of moving until they take one or two people out, and then they kind of charge in on them. But basically, we were having just these long firefights, and it was just peek, shoot. And me and, like you said, we were just getting picked off one by one. I got taken out by one of the guys who was dressed in the crazy camo. He was on the roadside. I couldn't get him. We were fighting for 2 minutes straight. I went through 2 mags. I just couldn't get him, and he ended up getting me. And it might have been the same angle of the guy that got you, because you wanted to go up to Stonehenge, but I don't think you quite made it there yet.
It was a nice thought, but I never got to around to it.
Yeah, we switched sides. We were pretty confident. Again, it's our map. I'd like to say, Rob was saying too, like, this is our map. We play the most here. It's what we do. So I was like, yeah, that was just a weird one. I just feel like I'm getting my ass kicked today. So I think it was me and Miranda were going right, and I think the other 4 went left.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who else came with us to the right, or maybe you came to the right with us. But same thing, same exact thing. We dug in, had long firefights, and I guess the first guy. I guess I kind of skipped the ending of the first game. It was a little exciting. Mikey was the last guy left with a pump. Just
1v3
holding off. Yeah, 1v3. I'm not sure. I can't remember. You'll have to correct me. I think he might have got 2 of them.
He did get 2 of them,
but held off very good, moving around, just doing his thing. But eventually got taken out. When he was charging, though, he thought it was a 1v1. It was a 1v2 or something.
Yeah. The guy was right behind him. So Mikey hits him. And then the guy calls hit, and Mikey puts his arm down, and the guy pops out from behind him.
Yeah. And then, so a similar thing, again, the fourth game, if you have anything exciting to say, but it was just, we all got picked off. But it was a similar situation with Miranda being the last one left. I think there was like 4 people left, 1v4, 1v3. Yep. And she really digs in, as you guys know. And she dug right in, kept looking left, kept looking straight, and anytime someone tried to charge her, they died immediately. And it was just awesome to watch from the sidelines, just because they were trying to get her so bad.
There was a 4-on-1, and Connor, they started in the White House side. They just got to the other side of the road, and they wouldn't go beyond the first barrier. So it was a really weak defense. So I wanted to go swing around on the left and push them back to spawn. And they were communicating so well, and it was great. But when it was a 4-on-1, 3 of them talk, and they go to run in against Miranda. Miranda absolutely destroys this one guy, just right off the chest there, just laces him, turns, gets another guy, goes to shoot another guy who got behind a barrier. So, we're getting this slow, agonizing death. Miranda, half the other team runs at her. She almost eliminates all 3 of them. And then Fred, who was definitely their best player, but they all played well. He goes around the sharp flank where I had been eliminated and Rob had been eliminated. And Miranda's got good camouflage on, but we're Team Orange and we got the orange band. And he's there right in front of me shooting, so I'm right on the same angle, and it's like, oh man, he's just toast. And yeah, they beat us again. Just we should have been the patient ones. But it was nice because they gave us a hell of a stand. And when they got there to the field, it's like, where's Connor? It's like, man, didn't you see Discord? Yeah. Man, his foot's messed up. Oh, we thought he would be here. We really wanted to see Connor. And it's like, well, You know, so that I've got a stack of shirts Connor's autograph we'll hand out the next time we play him. But here's the funny part is, Connor, had you been there and it was 6 against 5, I probably would have said, Connor, why don't you go play with them?
No. I mean, I've been refraining this whole time. Is that we've only played with Fred twice, I think.
Mm-hmm.
First time we played with him was his first time. Then we played with him the year after, when he got all of his equipment and he had his usual setup, like you see in the picture. He has the helmet and stuff.
Yes, sir.
Dude, he's like my least favorite type of player to play against. Not because he's a bum or something. It's just he's so patient.
Yeah.
Like, he is just so good at hunkering down his spots, and that's just my least, that's just like my kryptonite as a player. I try to get people, catch them off guard, and he's just always ready.
Yeah.
Marker up and stuff, and he's a good shot too. And I remember that as I ran in on the side and on Village, and he was there, and he was communicating well with his team and stuff, and he's good. He's really good for his age. I can definitely see him as like a good leader role in some sort of big game in a few years' time. He's got the tactics for it, and he's calm and collected.
Yeah.
Sure he's.
Yeah, we got to get his ass on the team for D-Day.
Yeah.
We got to get him on that. Now, we did play some games on base. Just a couple kind of hack around games. I had my drone, my Neo following me, which of course means I'm like half playing because I don't want it to get hit. Get some footage with it. So I didn't really do too well in that. I know that after I left, there was I saw Miranda finally got some revenge on you. A lot of videos Mike's put out lately, by the way. A lot of good stuff. Check it out. It's definitely, I like it because, I like making videos, but Mike's videos and the style is a lot more rock and roll and really appeals to you younger folks. But no, it's a good angle on the same squad. And you had a few games. I guess you guys played some 3-on-3s and just had a little fun. Now, before I left, there was a birthday party, and I gave the kid a purple smoke. But you did something even more generous for that kid on his birthday.
I don't know what was going through my head. I think subconsciously I really wanted it because I had been talking to Adam actually about chicken runs and birthdays and how Owen's birthday, and we were just talking about chicken runs like a week before, and then we happened to be in the cart coming back down talking about chicken runs and how we should make the people who have winter birthdays make up their chicken runs, yada yada yada. I told Adam that I would run one with him, and that I would run if we did all 3 people, yada yada. Just talking about chicken runs, and then it's this kid's birthday, and at the end of the day, I love to go find the birthday boy or the little kid, and let him shoot my marker, or find the coolest marker that one of the teammates got and let him shoot it, because it just makes him so happy, So I'm like, hey, whose birthday is it? He's like, oh, it's mine. Oh, you want to come shoot this EMF? And he's like, oh my God, yeah. So he came, and he's shooting the EMF, and he shoots Miranda's EMF. Well, Adam's got a mini G3 or whatever it was, a speedball gun. And I was like, yo, Adam, let me get, you mind if the kid shoots that? And he's like, oh, no, go ahead, let him shoot it. So I was like, here, man, shoot this. Pa, 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 pa. And he's like, oh, he's freaking out. So I don't remember how the subject came along, but I ended up just ripping my belt off and running out I don't know, 20 meters or whatever, 10 meters, however far I'm trying to do the Canadian.
He's trying to be polite to us Canadians. He ran about 30 yards.
Yeah. So I'm running out, and he didn't even notice me at first. So I ran across the street, and Adam was like, hey, shoot the guy out there. And I tell you what, for being, I think 7 years old, he's a hell of a shot. Or it was a speedball gun, and there was 30 balls a second coming at me. But he got me 10, 15 times. I was out there for 30 seconds, and I could imagine the smile that was under his mask there. But yeah, he just had a blast, and all the pain didn't even matter because I love making kids happy like that. So it was a cool little thing.
Now, one thing I wanted to talk about, and I am posting some pictures, and for those of you on Spotify, you can go to either our Facebook or watch the YouTube version, but we are just going to explain because On base, when we last went to base, on the east side, there was a container there, and people used to peek around it. It was pretty good foothold. It's gone. They put the truck there, the big army truck, and there was nothing beside the army truck, and you can shoot people from behind it under the massive wheels. But when we went on Saturday, it's got one of those barriers. I posted this picture earlier, but you can see one of those barriers in front of it, and there's a couple other things there. I'll give Connor a good view of this, and what you have, that is it is an actual defensive setup. And if you see, Connor, too, even the second picture, instead of the truck just with one of those traffic barriers, there's a 2-stack and a 3-stack. And remember, there's the pit below it, the trench, the metal cage, and there's the trench there to the left of it. So maybe, I mean, with that road in front of it, that's going to be a tough spot to get people out of. You could actually do an attack defend. You'd have to have people like along the back, but it's an interesting move. And I'm actually curious, Connor, what do you think about this theoretically? Because the changes to that field have been substantial this year in an exciting way. It went to possibly too cluttered to a certain degree. To what, Connor? I'm not giving my opinion. I want to hear your opinion. What do you think about the field? That's the only change, by the way, is that from when you were there last. Oh, no. What's the other change?
Well, I'll let him go, and then I'll see. Maybe it was...
He knows the container's gone, where he used to hide under and all that. That's gone, yeah. Actually, I think I have a picture where I point out some more. Anyway, Connor, what do you think? Here's another picture where it shows a bunch of them.
Yeah. I know a couple of people that I've brought to play. Some of them paintballers, some more just casual players, and... typically, like, I guess for base, they always say that they don't like it. And I guess the big reason is that there's just a little too much in there. Is that even though you're outdoors, you still can't breathe, and there's lots of corners, you're getting shots, not pretty angles and stuff. So what they did is, like you said, it went from the most, like, cluttered field to, like, holy cow, this is, like, naked. Like, I don't know how really either side could move up, because it's so open. And I guess we saw that the most when we did the little free-for-all. I was there last time, where it was Rob, Adam, Owen, and my dad, and like this truck spawn that you see in the picture was just like beyond like bad, because the truck's on a bad angle, you can get shot from underneath. Only the truck, and like that corner was just dead in my opinion. Even that side of the field was dead. Is that it was just too easy from the administration side to kind of just lock the top of the field even without the containers up there. And so having that, it makes it definitely more competitive. It still makes it hard to cross that road. Obviously they need the road open to bring the cars up and down, but I think it makes it a lot more fun. It would be really cool to do attack defend in it. Maybe some sort of back and forth attack defend where, like, imagine like a capital supremacy from Battlefront type of thing, where you take a turn attacking their base, and if you don't win in like 3 minutes, then you have to go on the defense on your base and they have to attack your side. Something fun like that, maybe. Because it's cool is that you have these two buildings, so yeah, no, it definitely makes it so it's not just the top is good, as you can defend the bottom, defend that run in. That's kind of the blind spot from the up top.
That would be sweet.
I'm
Put a
writing
gas can over at gas tanks or wherever, the opposite corner.
Yeah. Gas tanks, yeah.
You gotta have like a smaller team defending, obviously, or something like that. But then you have a big team trying to get over, get the gas tank, and bring it back to the truck so they can extract. Game mode.
Hey, I also wanted to talk about. I don't talk about. I'm the self confessed idiot with tools. And on my marker, what do you do is this and that and blah, blah. I use my TMC. I was lucky enough for at least the last 3 outings and part of D-Day, a couple hours for D-Day, well, not even, but to use Connor's marker that has the stock folded up, the MWR kit with the 8-inch barrel from Lapco. Really love the barrel in that. I finally got my regular TMC that has it has an MWR stock, but it's your standard, stock in the shoulder. It's not the triangular bit there. And with the 12-inch default barrel. And I really liked having my stock. It fits me better for that. But let me tell you one thing. I'm not getting an 8-inch barrel. I'm going to get a 10 or 12-inch Lapco. Rob went and bought another frickin' Planet Eclipse mag-fed marker. So Connor and I are the only ones, without them. And I don't want to get one. I like my TMC, but I figure if I get a new barrel, a new insert, which I have to talk to Jeff about because it's like you can get a 684 or 687. It's like I just want something that gets me back into the game a little bit. But I have decided, I've done my test, and I'm going to upgrade barrels and try to keep up with you crazy kids.
Yeah, you know what they say, always blame the marker, not the player.
Exactly.
Well, look, one thing I liked about Saturday, C1D is built on coming out and having fun. See, Chris just said in the chat, 98 threaded freak kit is needed. I see that right away. You're just going right over my head. I don't want an adapter. When you say freak, I think you're insulting me. It's like Andrew screw in, Andrew shoot better, Andrew happy. But yeah, no, it's we've done good on the stage on D-Day, on Operation Rush, where we have a bigger group of people. But I just wanted to reiterate something, that we are a rec ball group. We're rec ball. We got some guys that are professional. Mikey, his team won their last tournament, right? One good one for Mikey. But we are there to have fun and just to make the best of it. And we've had we had this outing. The outing at Lancaster was great, little R&D. Even the outing before where Connor was, we were talking about. No, was Fred out at that one? I don't know. But the last outing at Warzone was similar, where it was a smaller group, and we just screwed around and made the best of it. And I have so many great memories this year and over the past 8 years with the group. But it was really good to get more rec ball in like that, where we just kind of go with the flow. And I alluded earlier, I said, hey, we didn't go to the win, but we figure out it's going to be an easy day. And then these kids, after the third game, it's like, we got to step it up. We tried to step it up. And we fell right on our goddamn face. And I just laughed. It's like, these guys really reamed us pretty freaking good. And honestly, that's what it's all about, I think. I think you would have had a ball, Connor. Connor was going to come out with his cast, but with the rain, you would have muddied it up, got an infection, and, would have been too busy signing autographs.
Yeah. I didn't even realize until I went get my dressing change that my foot is still open. Stuff can still get in there 2 weeks after, so I still have to be very careful. So
yeah, and don't worry, no one's going to see any more pictures because it's looking normal-ish again. So none of this.
Oh yeah, as normal as a toenailless toe can look, I guess.
Wait a minute. When you got your stitches out, you said it was actually reddish green, but they said that's normal. Through the bandage before they took it off, when they unveiled it, you said it was even a hint of green in it.
I mean, I was a little worried because I was taking medicine that I had a reaction to when I was little, but the doctor said the whole entire thing of, I guess, what they learn in med school is but the positives outweigh the negatives. If you have an allergic reaction, it's worth it because it's going to have a better effect than you having a rash. So I take it. And I don't know, it's just my foot felt funny. I was getting little freckle things on my hand. It's like, oh my god, I'm worried that it's something's going on down there. So I'm smelling it. I'm asking my dad, hey, does it smell like something's rotting on my foot?
Are we still talking about your toe, by the way? I just want to make sure.
Yeah, I'm going to that. So that's why when I see they're taking off the bandage, because we only see the white stuff because it's wrapped like 8 billion times, and wrap it and it's like it's green, like dark green, like not pretty at all. I was like, oh my god, what the heck? And I asked the nurse, like, is that okay? Is that fine? She's like, yeah, it's fine. It's just like dried something, she said, and that's just like, okay, that's good. And I was prepared for the worst when she took it off, but it looked pretty good. So
yeah. Now we're down to Dad changing it every day or 2 days, so figure that one out.
Yeah, no, I can't bend over like that.
Okay. Now I wanted to. No, it was just a really good game, and because our schedule at C1D kind of it doesn't revolve around D-Day, but because D-Day is such a big event and it is early in the season. You kind of are it's like a sports analogy. It's like the playoffs happening early in the season. You got to build up to it in that, and so it's good to just anyway. I think we're in a really good place, really good groove. I think we've got 5 more outings scheduled to the end of the year. But one of the most important outings is what I want to talk about in the last section of this episode. And that is Balling for Boobies, which is, to paintball and boobs. You got me on both, on either. Happening at the Capital Combat Zone in Troy, New York. When my wife looked that address up, thinking she would come over for the night before, stay at a hotel, she didn't realize it was so close to Albany. She's going, Troy isn't very big. I said, the field's in Troy. But this is the original home field for Mike and Miranda. And we have asked somebody from their organization or one of the event planners for it to just give us some info, possibly join us in a podcast soon. But Mike, why don't you break the ice on this and just whet the appetite of the listeners here? And because everything I've seen with the field that you showed me from day one, everything I've heard, it is a top-notch field, and I'm actually very much looking forward to playing it. The reason why we haven't, by the way, it is 4 hours from our home. So instead, I make Mike drive up an hour and a half.
No, it's an awesome field. It's much different than any of the fields I've played with you guys, and that's kind of why I want to get you guys there. I mean, one of the many reasons. Basically, it's a massive rectangle with some kind of squigglies on the outside that go in and out of the woods. But the way I try to explain it to people is it's like a football field, and it's the games, when you play big games there, it's almost like a football game. Like you're just head to head, just smashing, like the 50-yard line, like all day. It's just a different game style. It's a lot of fun, but it's everything you can think of. From barricades to fences to buildings, castles. They don't have any real Mirabelle, the real helicopters and airplanes, but they have tanks and airplanes full size built out of plywood and stuff. It's still very immersive. You can get in them and do your thing. They have really fun game modes that we just don't play there just because the fields don't. Can't do these particular game modes, but nonetheless, the event, I don't know a lot of the details about it yet. That's why I'm trying to get some info from one of the coordinators. But basically, it's a breast cancer awareness event, and then they're going to be putting all the money that they raise, sending it off that way for a good cause. It's going to be awesome. But they have speedball fields. Sometimes they have one going, sometimes they have 2. And then they have the massive field, which can cater hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people, and also multiple games at the same time. You can have an airsoft game going off in the corner and not even see the guys, and they'll section off this side of the field for, a 20v20, 30v30. I'm assuming there's going to be, a few hundred people there on and off. There's going to be food. There's going to be raffles. There's going to be, they got a pro shop there. There's going to be tents. There were some big names at a lot of the events that me and Miranda have went to. Even the Canadian, Like we seen Tonka over there and a lot of guys.
That's right.
It's just a good cause nonetheless, but it's a good reason to get you guys over there, and it's late in the year, so it's going to be nice and cool. But being in the city, Albany's always like oddly just warmer. Like there could be a ton of snow here, and you could go there, and it's like barely fall time yet. But I'm really excited to get there. It caters to everybody. Like I said, they have a speedball field open all day where they throw refs on there, and they let you do or whatever. Yeah, so you can hop on there and do your thing. In and out of the games all day long. I guarantee there's going to be multiple games, if not just like the big game. I don't know if they're going to do like a big game or just multiple open games all day. But either way, I think we're going to have a blast. I really hope, for the sake of how I like to play the field and how I want you guys to feel it, is I hope we play like open play all day, where we go in and play sections of the field.
Yeah.
We do like an eighth field, and there's a lot of roadways and walkways, so it's easy to be like, this is where they section the map off so you don't go out of bounds.
I've seen some maps of it. I'm not.
Yeah.
It looks really well organized.
I think that's the best way to experience the field, because it's kind of chaotic when you're doing a big game there. You're running through all the stuff, and the first like section, your spawn section, you're never even going to play in, because you know what I mean, you're so far out on the field. So being able to play all the fields sectioned off like that, you get to experience everything, and super excited to get you guys there. I hope that
we will.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I should have said it was Nasty Boys Paintball, I believe, is the one who's hosting it.
Okay.
I haven't really heard of them, but they're a local team. I guess they've been around for quite some time, doing some awesome things for the paintball community and stuff. So shout out to them. Hopefully we can get more info on it, so I don't sound like a rambling idiot.
That's okay. We're going to get information on it. We're going to pass it on. If anybody in the C1D community is interested in attending, maybe they don't have the ability or feel uncomfortable driving down in their vehicle, we are obviously going to carpool, put things together to get as many people as possible down there. And don't want to put the cart in front of the horse, but it'd be nice to have this as an annual event too, the way I'm thinking. Now, I saved the best. And Connor, by the way, on the 29th, the event's October 5th, is actually going to the doctor and going to take a look to see how his toe's healing. So maybe he'll be actually firing a marker. He'll be there no matter what, but he may be getting some rust off, so they say. Yeah. What do you think, Connor?
Some crazy
so far I'm lucky is that following weekend is eating Thanksgiving, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it is.
And so that's when I have my week off for school, and so it's either that you have all like your exams before then or after that week.
Oh jeez.
So I could have 2 exams immediately after the day, so if that happens I probably can make it, but right now out of the 2 out of the 5 syllabuses I've checked, my exams are after Thanksgiving, so so far I'm hoping that the 3 other ones are too, but yeah, the stars really have to align, but I really want to go.
You know what? I'll go on a limb here. If you don't make it, I'm going to talk your mother into coming with me, because we'll stay at a hotel the night before. To which I say you're going to go shopping the next day, and I've got to somehow talk her into doing a photo op, since it's not a big game class. From what like I said, we don't know the total details, but it looked like it's just a bunch of mini games. I want to get your mother out there at least for a photo op.
For sure. And I don't want her to fall in love with the game and play it, because then then my paintball budget shrinks, because I'll have to stretch it that much more. Okay, let's talk about.
Just kick your ass like Miranda does to me all day.
She can't kick my ass if she's on my team. I'm not setting myself up for failure, son. Okay, so there was a club called the Ace Club, and over all the years of paintball with C1D, we've had quite some events. We had Connor once hit 13 out of 15 players, 13 out of 15 or 16. We've got that on video. We've had some great games where people just light people. Mike, you've had a couple of games. I remember one in particular, you're at Stonehenge, and you just destroyed people. Oh, that was the foosball.
The foosball.
Oh, you were mowing them down. Mowing them down.
Yeah, that felt good.
Yeah. Now,
good and bad at the same time.
There you go. So Connor, not that long ago, had an ace that came out on video. And it's funny because I made him narrate it. It's kind of like a joke, you know. It's like, hey, Connor, can you narrate a video? Yeah. And I give him his own ace, like try to humble the guy, like, let's see how you handle your own ace, right? And he handled it well. He got 4 guys out on the other team. So I got 4 guys out the other night, and Connor kind of like, he talked about my ace at first saying, well, it should be 5 or more. But when I watched the video, because it released this morning, Connor, you're kind of giving me an asterisk. It is 1, but it isn't. It shouldn't be. Because, come on, I mean, this is good. It only goes downhill from here for me, man.
I think 4 is acceptable.
It's like the same thing where,
keep
like,
your head out of the video game world.
There you go.
No, okay, like, so it's like on Rainbow Six where you said your one almost ace was in whatever Doctor's Curse, which is the mode where you're defending and you have traps and the attackers only have knives and they have to kill you, and there's like werewolves.
Did I kill 4 of the 5?
Killed 4 of the 5, and you're like, oh my god, I almost got an ace. I'm like, technically, but you can't say that's your ace.
Okay, don't bring this up. Don't piss in my face and tell me it's raining. We're talking about on that field with 4 players on that massive field that I think the guy who even designed it doesn't even know the frickin' layout. I managed my old ass to get an ace. That's all I'm saying. And I don't talk about me like that. I mean...
You sure? I'm there with you in the car ride home when you're talking about how great you are. Kidding.
I think it was well deserving.
Yeah, no. I mean, I said it was well earned, but like, is it really an ace though? Because normally there's a standard for an ace of how.
I know. We're gonna try to do that.
The video, it's 4 as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Technically, an ace doesn't even have to be one person left. It doesn't have to be 1v5. It just has to be that one person killing 5 left. Your whole team could be left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, yeah. It's just as long as you're the only one to, like, get a...
All right, so I have a question then. Is it considered an ace if we're playing, what was it, 3v3 with 2 lives apiece?
See, oh, that's funny. That came up. I
get multiple people to win the game. Like,
well, yeah, I mean,
so there's only 3 people, but say I got 5 kills and then I won the game.
I think it's every. That's tough because that was quite an achievement. To me, an ace is getting all the eliminations on the other team.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you got everybody once and the other 2 guys twice, that's quite an achievement. It's true, and you should go to whoever got that last kill and punch him in the face because they stole that from you.
Yeah, so we were playing that game yesterday. It was 3v3, and I just went in hard because I was like, these are my C1D guys, and I just got my ass kicked all day, so I'm gonna win a game here. So I went in really hard, and I don't know. Me and Adam shot at Andrew at the same time, pretty much. I'm not sure who got Andrew right off when he came out of the center of the spawn.
It felt like you both did.
Rob ran.
It felt like you
probably both did. So I'll take that one, even though Adam was there too. Rob ran from back of containers to the right, and I took him out with 3 shots. I hit him on my 3rd shot, and I actually forgot we were playing 2 lives. I was just like, oh, team deathmatch, 1 life. I said Miranda's left. I said it right in my video, and I ran right for her. I knew where she was. She was at the truck. We played Ring Around a Rosie for a while. I ended up getting her. She had marker problems. I'm not sure what it was. But right before then, I see Rob come back out, and I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm already past the 50 fighting with Miranda. So I just turn, 2 shots, take him out, start fighting Miranda again. Andrew didn't realize I was over there, and then he just came out right in the center. So I just took 2 shots at him, took him out, and then ended up taking Miranda out. So I pretty much killed the whole team twice.
You did.
Maybe not the first kill, but that's like a unofficial ace. So you can add me to the club, I'm there.
We shall consider it. It's an exclusive club. So exclusive, Connor was trying to get me out of it. We'll have to show him the secret handshake now, Connor.
Yeah. Oh, you're not part of the secret handshake. But
What?
I mean, because everything I'm looking at, it's like it's saying that it's 5 kills. It's at least 5 kills. Killing all people on the other team. And it's a gaming term, and normally teams are 5v5 or something. Or
He is going a little senile, so he
Wait a
might
minute.
have somebody else out there who wasn't there. You never know. He could have taken out.
What about a regular multiplayer game of Halo 4-on-4?
Well, yeah, but there's Halo's all respawn modes, so there's no ace in Halo.
Damn it! He says, "Damn it."
So I don't know, man.
Okay, take that away from
Like, you
me.
think like your competitive games like CS:GO, Valorant, Siege.
You just take your green ass toe and just shut up.
Hey, you're not even like I assume. Wait, the Lancaster video. It's Monday, so it came out today.
Yeah, it came
You were
out this
talking
morning.
about it?
Yeah.
Okay, because I haven't watched it yet, or probably at all, because I know what I said in it. But I think it's legit. It's like, I don't know. Like, it's like, obviously you get all of them, but like, my idea is like, if you have to question whether it's an ace, like, is it an ace at all?
I'm just trying to get your goat.
There's no rules like written. Like,
I'm
it's
just
not,
trying to get your goat, friend.
And it says no. It's just a 4-piece chicken nugget.
that's what I'm saying, man. I don't know.
Okay, so we are winding this one into the ground here. We do not have paintball the next weekend coming in, but we probably will be. We will have a show next weekend. So another one coming out on time here. Likely talking more about the Balling for Boobies event. Is it Balling for Boobies or Balling and Boobies? Because if you like, is it some sort of reward? Because 4 implies that. So this is just sounds to be getting better and better each time I think about it. Connor, are you frozen? Oh no. All right, they're reconnecting here. You guys reconnecting?
Was that my internet?
No, it's Connor and Mike. You two froze. I didn't.
Okay.
But I didn't lose contact here, so that's a sign from the power gods that we should wind it down. A little bit of fun. The fact of the matter is, Jeff had me dead to rights, but I had a magazine. That's the only reason why I turned around. Rather, I had a hopper, so I was able to turn around and just shoot like tons of shots until the poor guy said hit. So yeah. All right. Any parting shots here? I thought it was a great weekend of paintball. I'm happy that Connor's foot's healing, so he might be able. Although in the fall, it's when the school's on, he doesn't come out as much. But glad to know that it looks like he'll be back on track to hopefully make a couple more appearances by the end of the year. How about you, Connor? How are you feeling? Do you feel you maybe if you were a free agent right now because you missed Saturday and that your value would have went up? Do you really care? Did you miss that you weren't there? What was it like? Oh, you're right. I can't hear your mic. I can't hear Connor's microphone. He said, "Dad, you play so well. I know you can carry the team all by yourself." And
4 kills was an ace.
And 4 kills was an ace.
You.
Yeah, and you did a much better job than my ace.
I want to add...
I can still hear you through the wall, Connor said. That's creepy as shit.
On the 20th, which is in between one of our game days, Warzone's having a 4-person like Call of Duty style battle royale mode, which I've only gotten some of the details. I got some of the public details and I got a little bit of the underground details, and it sounds really fun. It sounds like it's going to be really hard the first year, you know what I mean, because it's a lot of details and it's a lot of organizing and whatnot. It's a pretty complicated game mode. And it's like one life, you're dead, and you kind of want to be there for a while. You want to be the last one, obviously, so you don't want your team to die right off. But anybody who's interested in that for an off C1D game day, we should really look into it because me, Miranda, and Gene so far are going. We're looking for a fourth. Andrew.
Isn't it teams of three? Isn't it teams of three?
No, it was, but then they changed it to teams of four, I guess. Maybe. Or they definitely did. I don't know if it was ever three, but it's definitely four.
Oh, boy. I want to hear more details.
Fourth.
I want to hear more details, and I really want to hear it to promote it because it's got kind of like airsoft elements to it of just, and nobody be scared by that. It's not just pick up your gun and shoot at people. It sounds like very well organized.
It's like a battle royale. Like if you played any, your basic battle royale, you start with, a crappy weapon, a pistol. So I think they're going to be handing out, everyone's going to start with a pistol. I don't know how they're going to accomplish that, but everyone's going to have a pistol. You have to go out and there's going to be like hidden things, caches, basically, loot boxes and stuff. And there's going to be markers in there. There's going to be ammo, different things. I'm not sure what else. But there's also going to be like money. I'm not sure how they're going to do that, but some form of currency, which you can take to an in-game vendor to actually buy stuff like revives and better weapons, more ammo, etc. So it's going to be limited, very limited weapons, limited ammo.
Sounds a bit like Goda.
Lives, obviously.
Sounds like a bit of the event that we went to for paintball, for airsoft, Connor and I, where you had to buy things with currency the first time. The second time, believe it or not, they did it with patches. Players were trading patches for it.
That's pretty sweet. Well, I'm really excited for it. Playing a lot of battle royales throughout my life, starting with PUBG and stuff. It reminds me of like some old school PUBG mixed with a little bit of the Call of Duty Battle Royale Warzone stuff. So I'm excited. I hope that people get there. I hope it's a good turnout because I'm going to be there nonetheless.
Honestly, I'm really considering it. I did hear a little bit about it on the weekend, and I just want to maybe focus more, although it is coming up pretty soon. But I just want to hear a little bit more about that. Okay. So I'm going to shut it down here. Mike, thanks for coming out. Thanks for everything you do. Mike does run the Facebook feeds of this. He takes care of the C1D Paintball podcast on Facebook page. That's his. He does a great job with it, and I thank him for it. Connor, if you're watching on YouTube, you see that Connor is still here. Connor, do you want to come in here and say formally goodbye? Do you want to break the whatever wall? Do you want to tap in Morse code on the wall? Like, thank you. I'm happy I was on the show. I don't even think he's listening to us right now. Besides, I don't want him to hobble over here with his foot. All right. I want to thank Owen. I want to thank Adam. I want to thank Chris, who listened to this live. I guess we have to thank Jeff, who did someone say Fortnite, Connor? Okay, he puts a Fortnite. That's not a good way to end it. We got a Fortnite sticker in the frickin' in the chat here. Thanks to Jeff as well. Most of all, thanks to you guys. Look, everybody that comes out, whether they're on the squad, whether they're like Fred and the boys that come out to join us once in a while, or just people like Chris that just tune in and are part of the community. I want to thank you. You're really appreciated. We just want to have fun. We want to make it more than just going out and shooting people, but what I think is a pretty great community that we are lucky to share with everyone. And I want to hear. I actually love hearing. You know what? Something I noticed, Mike. I'm not sure if you noticed it. I'm big on other people, other teams' pages around the world. I saw so many people Saturday just like, oh, this was us playing ball today. And it wasn't tournaments and stuff. That's why I got this thing in my head about rec ball. Everyone just went out, had a good weekend. There's these guys. They're Polish. I don't know what the hell they're writing. I know I can hit the button and translate, but they're out playing ball. We were out playing ball. Just going out there having fun. So
Absolutely.
When Connor waves by, Mike gets to say goodbye, and I'm going to say bye. Thanks for listening. Remember, at the end of the day, it is just a game.
Thanks for listening, and don't forget to like us, rate us, and tell everybody about us. Thanks for listening.